Last week I did a video on a series. It was an introductory video on a series of monthly videos that I'm going to do for you on how to live a simple life and how to declutter and how to really feel good. I am taking from my own experience and just going to pass it on to you. So if you're just plumb tuckered out, if your head is sort of like fuzzy and you can't think clearly, and if you are on this mouse wheel, or you feel like you're on a mouse wheel where you have to go, and you can step off, and on occasion you have stepped off, but then you've jumped back on, and it's come to a point in your life where you say enough is enough. That is why I have created this series for you. I'm going to test it with you. I'd love your feedback, and we're going to look at how we can all change this. Let me first say that living a simple life or simplifying your life is not minimalism. It is not reducing your clothing down to 10 pieces and just living happily ever after. No. And it is not about doing without. It's not about being frugal, not at all. And it is sort of about organizing your life. But it is much more. Let me stress one thing. There is a big difference between organizing and decluttering your life. Two different things completely. And as we go through this series, I'm hoping that this will become clearer to you. Living simply, or living a simple life, is not something that I have created. There are thousands before me that have. I have just molded it into what suits me, and I'm going to pass it on to you. Living this way is living a life without overwhelm, or a lot of overwhelm and stress. It's not having that knot in the pit of your stomach. And it's about seeing things a little bit clearly. It's about stepping back and saying, aha, I get it. I've seen this before, and I know how to tackle this thing in my life, or I know how not to tackle this obstacle in my life. If you don't take hold of this and you continue to run around and to not stop, you will miss so much. I can again only say that I've been there and done that. And life just passes you by, and all of a sudden you're this age and you think, okay, now what? I'm here to tell you that you can change. I never ever thought I could, but you can change. My role in all of this is to help you and to guide you. So we are going to start this journey together inside your bedroom. We are going to start inside your clothing closet and inside your chest of drawers. Here is my closet. This is just for demonstration purposes. I do own more than 2 white blouses, but I just wanted to make it simple for you so you can see in your mind. So as you go through this month, put all your hangers in one direction. All hangers in one direction. That's the first step. Now, the second step is, as you go through this month, as you do this, and you wash an item or have it cleaned, put it back so that the hanger is facing this way. The same thing goes with shoes. Start off with all the shoes in the same direction. But as you wear them, and as the month goes by, all the shoes that you wear, put them in the opposite direction. So you can clearly see what you're wearing and what you're not. At the end of the month, pull out all those items that you do not wear and give them to someone else. Pass them on, pay it forward to someone else. The same thing applies to your drawers, your chest of drawers. Let me show you. Here's an example of something in a chest of drawers, and I have over-exaggerated it, but I've put one of my cardigans, my red cardigan, in this chest of drawers, and you've probably seen it on previous videos. And I folded it and laid it flat. Normally it's in my closet. But what you could do is just, rather than keeping it this way after you wash it or after you have it laundered, take the sleeve and lay it on the outside so that you know that this is something that you have worn in the month. It's very simple. No matter, you can do it with a collar or with a cuff whatever you want, but this way you can see at a glance, ah, I've worn this before. So this is a perfect time for those of you who live in a climate with four seasons, because I don't. And so I get use out of my clothing all year round. But this is an ideal time to tackle this job because you're changing seasons. So you might start, my suggestion would be to start with the current season's clothing. Perhaps you take your winter clothing and store it away. So start afresh with your summer, seasonal, spring clothing. So to recap, what you're going to do is put the hangers in one direction on those items that you hang. And as you wear them and put them back into your closet, you're going to put the hanger the opposite direction. You're going to do the same thing with your shoes. Just switch the direction that you store them, and the same thing in your chest of drawers. Just do something that lets you know that you've worn that item before. At the end of the month, you will see what you've worn and what you haven't worn. Take out the items that you're not wearing, that you're not making use of, and pass them on to someone else. There's so many people in this world that need what you have that you're not using. Each month, I'm going to ask you to write something down, to take note of something. So you might want to buy yourself a diary or put this in your journal. I'm going to ask you this first month to think of an accomplishment that you had in your life. Now, I'm not one for looking backwards, but I have figured out, I have realized that by looking backwards at my accomplishments, I can move forward because I understand that I did this, so I can do that. And it could be a small accomplishment, or it could be a huge accomplishment, like if you reared children. That's a big accomplishment in my eyes. If you decided to go back to school and get a degree when you were 40. It could be that you decided at age 50, for example, and I'm using an example of a woman that I spoke with in my online membership, the club. And this woman was 50 years old, and she decided that she wanted to learn how to run. She wanted to run. During the course of our conversation, we learned all about how she did that, the mindset. She just recently completed her third or fourth 100-mile run at age 67. So her accomplishment was, at age 50, she decided that she wanted to run, to learn how to run, and she did. By the way, shameless plug, if you're interested in joining us in the club, I'll put the link below. I'm asking you to write down an accomplishment, something that you've done when you sit in the quietness of your mind. You think, whoa, I did that. Make sure you write it down. And then as the month progresses, I would like you, towards the close of the month, to write down an accomplishment that you made this month. And again, big thing, small thing. I can tell you that last month I was so proud of myself because I fixed my toilet. The thingamajigger that goes up and down wasn't working. I don't even know what it's called. But it wasn't working, and I fixed it. So I didn't have to call in somebody. So that was an accomplishment to me. So I'm very, very proud of that I did that. In the course of that month, I want you towards the end to write down an accomplishment of the month. This whole idea is to let you see what is possible. And there is so many things possible for us, no matter what our age is. So the beginning of the month, the first Tuesday in the month, you will get your assignment. And then at the last Thursday in the month, when I go live, provided I can pull that off, I will go over everything with you. And I'm going to be going through this process myself, and I will reveal what I have done. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment box below. You can always email me. The email address will put below as well. Go to it. You can do this. You really can. I believe in you, and I know you can be it can be done. And until my next video, I wish everyone a good day. You know, stay well, stay safe. Toodles, everyone. Bye.